Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hi, I'm Taylor and welcome to my channel. Actually, I'm super excited for today's video. I did go online and I ordered a couple new makeup products from R.E.M Beauty, and if you guys didn't know, that's actually by Ariana Grande. So I ordered a eyeshadow palette, a highlighter, and a lip gloss, and I'm going to be reviewing them and going over them. I am going to be doing swatches and also creating this eyeshadow look I have on right now. So if you guys are interested in hearing my thoughts and review on R.E.M Beauty, then just keep watching. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe. I would love to have you. Also, make sure you turn your post notifications turned on so you don't miss an upload. I upload new videos weekly. So without any further ado, let's hop into this R.E.M Beauty makeup review. Okay guys, so actually it is R.E.M Beauty, not R.E.M Beauty, so totally ignore me saying that in my intro. But the first thing I got was this highlighter, and it is in the shade Miss Venus. And you guys can see it's a pretty decent size highlighter, and it's a very light golden highlight. Next, I did get this lip gloss. This is actually a plumping lip gloss, and it is in the shade Chucky. It is a really pretty, like, purplish blue metallic color. And for the eyeshadow palette, I did pick out this one. This is the Midnight Snack palette. It has some really pretty shades in it, and it just stood out and looked different from any other palettes that I do have. So I'm excited to try this. First, I am going to be doing some swatches. So the first shade is this really pale shade. This is Eggnog. And then the next one is a shimmer, and it is called Whipped Cream. It is like a really pretty, like, goldish rose gold shimmer. Next we have another matte shade, and it is like a really pretty mauve color. This one is not as pigmented, but it definitely is buildable. And then I am going to go ahead and go in with this next matte shade. It is like a little bit of a deeper mauve shade. And then I'm going to go back to that blue shimmer, and it is a really pretty blue. It's like a dark, not navy blue, but it's a little bit darker. And then the last shade is also a shimmer shadow, and it is more of a black shimmer shadow. It's like a blackish blue shimmer. And this is what all of the eyeshadow swatches look like. Now we are ready to start the look, and I'm going to be going in with that darkest matte shadow, and I'm just going to be putting that on the outside of my eyelid and then blending it all along the crease of my eyelid. And I'm not going to be getting too much into the inner corner of my eyelid, so I'm just going to be taking a packing brush and doing that. Also, something that I thought was really cool about R.E.M Beauty, all of these products are cruelty-free and vegan-free, but all of the products are also made out of recycled products. So I thought that was a pretty cool thing. That's something definitely that is very different that I've never really heard of before. Now I am just going to be doing that same thing to my other eye. Again, I'm just packing it on the outer corner of my eye and all along the crease of my eye, and then I will start blending this shadow out with my next shadow. Okay, now it is time to start blending the shadow out, and I'm going to be taking that second matte shade. It is like the lighter mauve shade, and I'm just going to be starting to blend out that darker shadow I already applied. I'm just going to be going in back and forth in circular motions to blend it out, and actually it did blend out very good, I thought. It was almost effortless. It did not take that long for the shadows to start blending, and I was really impressed with it. I thought it was working really well. And now I'm just going to be blending out the other eye. Also, I did notice there was not much fallout with these matte shades, especially the darker one. I really didn't have any fallout at all. And the shades was blending really well and no fallout, and they were like just melting together. I'm really excited to see how well the shimmer shadow works. So I'm just going to finish blending this out, and then we will hop into the next step. So now I am just going to be taking a fluffy blending brush with no product on it and just blending everything out even further. I really like to just have my eyeshadow completely blended where there's no harsh lines defining where the eyeshadow stops. So that's why I just keep blending and blending until there is no defined lines. Now we are finally ready for a shimmer, and I am going in with the blue one. I just had to. So I did not wet my brush, and this is what the shimmer shadow looks like. It is definitely very pigmented. It is very shimmery, and I was really surprised because, like I said, I did not wet my brush. Usually, especially some of these bluer shadows that I've tried, I have to wet my brush to get that full payoff, but that's definitely not the case. It was going on really well. And like again, no, there was a little bit of fallout with this shimmer shadow, but not that much. And now I'm just going to be doing that same thing to the other eye. You guys can see it's going on very well. And it's just I'm kind of giving the illusion of a half cut crease, but I'm just basically using my eyeshadow and placing it in the shape of the half cut crease. So now I am going to be going back in with that darker matte shade, and I'm just going to be taking that with the original brush I used, and I'm just going to be blending together where the matte shadow and the shimmer shadow meet. So there's like no defined line where the two of them meet. It can just blend together. Now I am ready to go ahead and start my lower lash line, and I'm going to be using those two matte shades in the palette, starting with the darkest one first. I'm going to be taking a defining brush and running that all along my as close to my waterline as possible, and then I will go ahead and go in with that lightest matte shade and blend that out. Okay guys, so here is my finished look. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I really am glad that I went ahead and used that blue shimmer. I think it looks really well with this matte shadow. So I'm really happy with how it turns out, and it definitely makes my eyes pop. But anyways, now we're ready to start testing the other products I got. Okay, so now I am ready to apply the highlighter, and this is the highlighter I got. It's like a really pretty like light kind of golden highlight. It is called Miss Venus. I actually really wanted there was like a purple one, and there was even like a mint green one, but they were both sold out. So this was my third option. It on my highlighter brush that I normally use, and I'm just gonna be putting it on my cheeks like I always highlight my cheeks. The highlighter itself is like really like creamy. It just like glides on the brush and it applies really well. You guys can probably, yeah, you definitely can see that. It's a really pretty highlight. You definitely don't need to go in too hard with the brush because you can just barely go in and it covers your whole brush. Next I apply some on my nose, my Cupid's bow. I'm literally barely gliding my brush over it and my whole brush is covered. So you barely have to touch the highlight to get any on your brush. It's a really pretty highlight actually. As I applied it, it definitely looks more golden. A really pretty highlight. It was very easy to use. Very little goes a long ways, so this highlight would probably last a very long time. It's a pretty decent size highlighter. So like I was saying, I went off camera to grab a reference, but this is a pretty decent size highlight. It is pretty big. This is how big it is, and just for size reference, this is how big it is up next to the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlighter. So it is pretty much the same size as that. For size, this size is actually 0.28 ounces and the Amrezy one is 0.31 ounces, so it is very close in size. So what I'm trying to say is you actually get a pretty decent amount of highlighter for the price, especially compared to other higher end brands. Now, I'm super excited for this part. I'm ready for the lip gloss, and for the lip gloss I got this really pretty one right here. It is this really pretty it's like a purplish, almost blue iridescent lip gloss, and this is actually a plumping lip gloss, and this lip gloss is actually in the shade Chucky. So I'm going to just start applying it, and it does look like this. It is like a twist off lid, and this is what it looks like. So it doesn't have a wand that you apply with. You just actually squeeze it and the lip gloss comes out, and then you apply it onto your lips. Oh my goodness. It's actually really pretty. It actually kind of smells like mint, but that is what it looks like. I think it actually looks really pretty. You can actually definitely really see like the iridescent blue and purple. This is definitely not like a natural lip gloss, but it's really pretty. I actually really like it, and it's actually a plumping lip gloss. So actually, usually with my experience with plumping lip gloss, it actually like burns and almost kind of hurts, and this isn't really doing that. It more so just feels like minty on my lips. So I'm not really sure how much it was actually gonna plump my lips, but I actually really like how it looks, and I guess we'll see how much it actually plumps my lips. That is all I have for you in today's video. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button down below and subscribe. Also, make sure you let me know down in the comments if you would like to see me use this eyeshadow palette for 4 totally different looks. And I will see you guys in my next video.